Shri Arunachal Ramanaya Om. Namaste everyone. Looks like Neela Kantanji is not there. Anyone has any question? Hi Robert. Unmute yourself.
Good evening, Sanjay.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Excellent. I can hear you well.
Yeah, beautiful.
So Sanjay, something we haven't spoken of for a long, long time. Are you covering your expenses? Because you give us a lot of your time and you make all these arrangements on Zoom and the like. And so can you just give us a short, if you need some additional contributions, let us know. If you're not covering your expenses, tell us.
Look, actually, I have to say I'm earning. I work. And the expenses which we incur doing all this, I can bear them. But when I'll retire from my job, then definitely I would like to have some help from everyone, so everyone can contribute some money. Otherwise, it's not a big deal. We can stop YouTube things and all those things. If people think there is some worth in that, then we don't solicit donations. But yes, it's easy, it's simple, it is on website and people can donate if they wish to. Asking for donation is the most difficult thing, asking. And there are a couple of people we pay sort of like a regular salary, uploading and creating and all those things. So all the people who are involved in doing this, they are professionals, and I'm paying them for last 5 years. So that is a regular cost to that, apart from website maintenance, development, and other cost in retreat. And some cost we contribute, but it is I would say what I personally feel is that everything should be on donation model and don't ask any money. Believing that people understand and they contribute. So that's what it is. So that's what I feel. But otherwise, I don't take spirituality as a business, that the moment you ask for money for a thing which is priceless, makes it, to me, in my understanding, very small and more like a give and take. You have given me $10 and I have given you a teaching, it looks like you have bought me. It is something nobody can buy. Nobody can even.
No, that's true. It's something that is priceless.
Yeah.
But there's infrastructure that comes with it that is,
Yeah.
in theory, the ideal world would be that we all live near each other and we go to a mountain and we listen to each other. And so that would be ideal. But we don't have that. We have infrastructure costs and development costs and all the rest. So I don't think this has any relationship to you or your teachings. It has more to do with just making sure that this ability for you to come into our homes is covered by us. My gosh, we're the ones benefiting from your teachings. So I don't see this as being any form of
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It is the best intention. And so look on website, there is, I believe there is a way to donate or to contribute. So that's fine. If someone does it, it's good. But I have to say it's not a burden to me because I'm still earning. If I am not doing anything, probably I would have looked for actively for any donations, but I'm pretty sure if it has to continue, even then I don't have to actively look. It will come. Whatever has to come, it will happen. This is my firm belief. So it's going perfectly fine in my what I have to say. And I think it, Robert, your such a good understanding also opens up that if in a crisis we can even ask people, so if it's something like this, we can always ask also, because it's all one. There's not asking something for a living. I believe most of us have sufficient finances to carry on our life, but for this teaching, yeah, contribution together is the best way. That's what I also feel, and I believe it's happening. And I have to acknowledge that there are people who are donating. I don't know everyone's name, but I know that you have donated. A lot of people donate on a regular basis. I don't want to name, because if I name, then I will be missing some names, and I don't keep a track of all these things. It is Ashwin and Chirag and Venkatesh and Saurabh and all those people. They look into these things and numbers and all. So, but that's okay. All good. All is well. It's working out okay. So let's look into what holds on us as separate to, let's say, to that oneness in us, which is in all of us. Or you can say, what makes us individuals, separate beings? What makes us appearing to be an individual identity? What is that? What makes us separate? If you ask me, I would say nothing but just one thought. One thought separates us from our divine nature, our divinity. Only one thought. And that thought is the thought of doership, and I am doing, and I need this. And then if you scrutinize this I and you observe this I finishes away, because this I then wants to identify with body and sense organs, and then wants to satisfy those sense organs as its own duty also, which somehow it feels that if there are senses, that this should be their pleasure should be fulfilled, something like that. It comes to it. let's say it does not agree, it just agrees whatever come I will enjoy, but not seeking for it, anything. Then you open television, media, it entices you, you know. Some of the advertisements comes like spoil yourself. It says clearly in their message, they are so honest, spoil. That means you get spoiled, you get contaminated, you get impure. Like people call Vegas a sin city, you know. Such a honest, admittance of whatever that is, and it has to do with everything, about money, about running for anything you are running. You don't have to prove anyone that you are divine or you are not divine. It is up to you. If you want to establish in that pure energy, you only have to observe this I, which thinks that this body is mine and my job is to seek pleasure from my eyes, from my ears, from my mouth, from my skin touch, from my tongue, or sometimes just by thoughts, fantasizing things. So this is already we are spoiling in that way. Anything which is pleasurable to the senses is okay. There's nothing wrong about it. But the moment we seek for something which is always changing, because whatever you want to seek will go away today or one day, or you will go away, or that thing will go away, or both will go away, then who will seek what? But this habit of going after things doesn't go away unless you contemplate on it. Actually, contemplation itself is enough once you understand the truth that what is taking away my peace. Only this thought of serving this body and mind. Serving. Who is serving this body mind? I thought is serving this body mind. Okay, let's say whatever position I am or anyone is, if you want to go higher, what do? We say hard work. Try to do hard work and then you can go up the ladder. But do you think people only do hard work? They do flattery, they advertise, they will do this much, 1% they will show 100% or whatever, propaganda, and also try to please your boss, and a lot of dramas people do. Why? Because they want to achieve in the shortest possible time, and they know they are not capable of reaching there by just staying in what they are doing. To reach faster, they need support from the community or their circle, whatever they are doing in their life. And then the whole wrong stuff starts in our mind, greed, and to show others down, to show ourselves important, to show something which we have not even done, to show that I have done it, because I want a Nobel Prize ASAP. I don't want to wait. I want it now. So I will become my own propaganda. This all is ego, only pure ego. There's nothing else in it. So we have to watchful of that only within us. Whatever it creates, it can create this feeling that I deserve it. And if I've done good work, why don't I tell everyone? but then it will take away the peace. No peace left. Peace is in that Shashvat, eternal, which is uninvolved. How the uninvolved can do its own propaganda if it is uninvolved? So in the dualistic mode, we are involved, we are running, we are seeking, we are doer. And we also know that somehow this all is illusion. If we understand truth, we can be that awareness which is uninvolved. This gives us the answer. You look within, are you involved or you are uninvolved? From small thing to big thing, how much are you involved? And the answer comes if that thing doesn't happen, do you get anxious? So some things people feel anxious even doing those things because they are not sure whether they will be able to do it or not. And then there is anxiety of if it doesn't happen because you want it. And then anxiety of losing it. So throughout, from inception to the end and after end of the thing, anxiety prevails. This shows how much I'm involved as a doer in that thing. Then how can be there peace in doership? Some people, they are on very high position and they think, oh, this is very important. The work I'm doing, Sanjay don't know. It is very important where I am. Without doership, I can't be here. But that ant also thinks the same. That I don't know what important work ant is doing. She's running around carrying that sugar crystal. Very big job. Serving others. She also feels the same. That I am doing a very, very big job. This feeling of I am doing is the bondage. If I tell you that all whatever is happening is just happening by some pure intelligence in all of us, no one is doing it, you will not believe in it. Why? Because you feel so much of individuality within you. Start acknowledging yourself as instrument of some divine intelligence which is working through this body, and believe on what Bhagavan used to say, everything is predestined. So pure intelligence working through me, everything is already decided. Then who am I to decide? And let's say even if a thought in me decides, then that must have put that thought in that way to decide. So let thought be there, let some decision be there, let the body is instrument of God. Everything is pre-decided. Then where is doership? No doership. In this way, you can easily get rid of doership. And then where is anxiety if you have not decided anything? No anxiety to start a job, start a thing. Even intention of doing anything is not there. then during the process, at the end and after that, why there will be anxiety when there is no doership? And then what will be there from intention up to the end? Only peace, bliss. Then we don't have to search for peace. We are that peace. Give up your association with all your mind talk. Whatever it is suggesting you, let it suggest to that which is doing work through this body mind. Let it suggest to that. I'll tell you very, very honestly that the moment you give up to worship, you feel the divine power through you working. You feel that divinity in you. It's a different energy. And somehow that pure intelligence knows what to be done, when to be done, how to be done. And you just sit back and relax and merge in that pure energy. As if you have retired forever. No person, no doership, no anxiety of doing anything. I know there are people. I was trying to do counseling to one of my friend's son who is not doing anything for last couple of years because he feels anxiety in doing anything he does because of some initial failures in jobs and things like that. So he has, you people call it lack of self-esteem or lack of confidence. But if there's lack of doership, there will be no anxiety. Then there will be no guilt, no lack of self-esteem, nothing. You know, a lot of people came to Bhagavan, judges, ministers, colonels of army, scholars, philosophers, kings, queens. And what Bhagavan studied, he studied, came at the age of 16 plus, must be in year 10 or something like that, not even past high school. Even before he came, if you look into his life, he was not a very good student at school. Nothing matters. Our job, our education, money, whatever it is. Only thing matters is merging in the source, giving away doership. For people who are unhappy and feel that they are suffering, yes, definitely this will help to get rid of suffering and unhappiness. But the implications of getting rid of doership is very, very high. People don't understand this. It is not for this happiness in this life only. It is eternal freedom. It is becoming Shiva, one with the source. It is not a small thing. In history, known people you can count on fingers out of billion and trillion of people. Don't take it lightly. This we call self-inquiry, direct path, blessings of Ramana, Arunachala. It's not for something very small and um, something very easily achievable by anyone. No. But yes, it is made easy for us. We are very lucky in that sense, very fortunate. People in big religious organizations, and some of them I know, they say there's a lot of politics. People have big egos. And here, the only thing what we are doing is to be egoless. There's nothing else. We are not looking to do anything else except to be one with that us, which is eternal, unchanging, uninvolved. Very good example can be whatever is happening in the world right now. So many wars are happening. Do you feel you are uninvolved? Or do you feel for a nation, a religion, a community only? If you feel for everyone, I would say you are still uninvolved. Whenever we stay in that uninvolved state, we are blessing the whole world. This is the time when the divine is manifesting through us into everything. So the divine stays unmanifest, and divine manifest in form of beings and names and things and all everything, whatever you see this word, including our body, our mind, everything. It's the manifestation of the divine. This is also divine. But to know that this is divine, you have to know that which is unmanifest in the background. Otherwise, you will never know it. I know some people say, oh, this all is God's creation, everything is God, everything. Talking is one thing, but do you behave like that? Do you treat everyone as godly? Do you respect everyone? Do you love everyone? You can only love everyone and you can respect everyone only when you know that everyone, everything is that pure divine. And that you cannot know without knowing within you that what you are. So first thing is always to know within us what we are. Once we know what we are, then we also know what others are. Then you don't become a what the word the godman, that I am divine and others are idiots. No. If someone thinks it's his only ego which has taken the form as I am the godman, that is why there are so many fake these people all around in every religion. But know the truth within you by giving away your doership, by staying as a witness. The power of witnessing is very, very strong. In this witnessing, ego dissolves and the divine manifests in us. Because the divine is the witness. When you start witnessing, you are the divine, you become one with that. It is a very powerful technique. I would say more powerful technique is to feel Aham Brahmasmi, I am the divine, I am that God, rather than believing in someone other than you. If you have a firm conviction like this within you, a lot of tendencies will go away. And the foremost is that you are in uninvolved state. If you contemplate on this truth, no thought will be left. Thought never comes to someone who is uninvolved. Never. You practice it, not a single thought will come to you. Thoughts have reached only up to ego. They have no clue about awareness. And we all are pure awareness. This awareness reflected consciousness in body mind is ego. It is reflected. It is a shadow only. This is a very strange shadow. This is a shadow of something which itself has no form. This pure awareness has no form, no name. But can you believe from that no, nothing, the shadow of the body mind which looks solid is manifesting, which is changing, which comes and goes. And the one which is that cannot be seen, cannot be heard, but it can be felt. It can be lived. When we talk about source, what do? You follow the trail and go where things starts, isn't it? If you're going to Varanasi, you see Ganges. You go to Rishikesh, you see Ganges. You go further up and then you come to Gangotri. This is the source. Here also we are receding, going within to see the source. Source is not somewhere outside in this world. This world is all creation of mind. Source is within. Anything auspicious, divine, guru, teacher, teaching, whatever has come in this projected mind has come from the source only. We are that source. So, which thing is most important? Source. And all this which has come only to bring us back to the source. Someone asked me one day that I am doing so much of sadhana, but couple of hours every day I want to enjoy. Have a glass of drink and then watch a movie. Is it okay? It was such an innocent question. But if you have a desire to do that, then who am I to say don't do it? Then do it. But the day when you realize that there is no need for any enjoyment because I'm already contented with whatever I am, that day there'll be no question of asking this. Always understand that when people are looking forward to any type of pleasure seeking behavior, that means they are unhappy. If any of these acts, whatever it is giving you happiness, that means the state before that was not happy. Otherwise, why would you go for those things? That means the life is a sad affair. We are dependent on our sense organs of this body for our happiness. This is real slavery. This is a very pathetic situation of human being. It is like the king has become pauper. He's begging. You are the source from which everything has come out, sprung out, including the body. And then somehow, such a big illusion that you are begging this body to give you some pleasure. It is a pathetic situation. Unbelievable. It is like the biggest joke. And it happens. I don't have to, you also know, everyone knows how this word, how people, how we behave. But the moment you know the truth, you will be shocked how I was trapped into it and for so long.
Yes.
And the most surprising thing is not one person is sane around us. Everyone is running for something to seek pleasure. And if you ask that person to sit in a room for a couple of hours, they get anxiety attacks. That divine is there, but the divine is kept in that enclosure. It's not open. It's not being felt because all our energy is through the sense organs going outwardly. Nothing is focusing to that witness in us. I would say only solution to know that happiness is to bring energy, withdraw energy from your sense organs, focus on your heart, be the witness, and then see how you realize that what I was dependent on all these sense organs, I was already there. Another thing is that whatever happiness you get by seeking through the body mind complex, it is transient. You might get happy, but for how long? And then again you will go for another trip. And some trips are dangerous, some are addictive. And at the end, all this leads to unhappiness and suffering. no lasting happiness. Every pleasure seeking effort at the end only leads to suffering. If you don't believe me, just check your own life. See the life of people who were in deep sensory indulgence. See their state of mind. They're reckless. They're dependent on pills and treatments, and nothing is fixed. Be in constant practice of witness to whatever is happening. If you can witness to all emotions, all feelings, all thoughts, then one thing is sure, that you are none of them. At least you can say that you are witness to them. But when we are witnessing and you are getting affected on witnessing, that means it's not pure witnessing. But don't worry, just keep witnessing things as they are. If you continue with this practice, somehow the component which gets affected can also be seen in that witnessing. That small eye is also witnessed how this something in me is getting affected. And it's being seen in this vast space in which it's seen. So if it is also seen, that means there is something before that which is seeing that. But I would say don't stop, continue this practice. People, so many people I've seen, they feel very blissful, contented, and they think that is the end game. No. I'll tell you why this is not the end game. Because do you feel the same divine in everyone? You don't have an aversion seeing others who are doing wrong things? Or do you love them? Or do you criticize them? What do you do with those people whom you think they are on wrong path? That means still that energy, that pure energy, is not inclusive of everyone. It is still limited to this body mind, and you are in that bliss. That's okay. But this is your own little energy which is purified, but it has not merged with the universal energy which is infinite. In that space in which everything is happening, we need to merge with that. And that nobody can do it. You stay in this witnessing, and something happens that This witness also disappears in this vast awareness. There is no technique for it, only patience and perseverance and firm faith in the divine which has given you bliss. That is only that. Everything is that. From the smallest to biggest, from the divine to devil, everything is that. Nothing is out of it. It is like sun which is shining, it shines on everything, whatever it is. And we are that. We are that which is shining in you, in me, in everything. Sometimes on our path, in our sadhana, we come across times when it looks hard, it becomes difficult, it looks like some negativity is there, someone is obstructing the path, or observe, be witness to everything. It is all that play going on. No one is sabotaging against you. You are only self-sabotaging, thinking I am the body-mind. The moment we think I am the body-mind, fear persists. Anxiety stays. And the moment we know us as that infinite awareness, everything is one. You're not going to lose anything. What you lose with death, whatever you possess, you think I am that. If I am that awareness, and if one form of the awareness dies, what happens to awareness? Still stays in things. Let's say all things goes away. What happens to awareness? Still stays. We are this eternal awareness, nothing else. Yes, right now there is a body interacting with itself in a way. Two forms interacting, they both are the same awareness. The best way we can meet each other is in silence. Silence is the language of awareness. There are sounds which they say are primordial sounds, name of God, like Om. More important is the silence before and after that Om. Om is all what you see as manifestation, and then when it finishes, Om, it goes into silence only. Silence is more vast, it is infinite. If you're a passionate person, have passion to know yourself. If you have keen interest, you're a researcher, research this self within you. Be mad about it. If you are a lover, love it. If you are a negative person, wants to hate, hate your ego. Use whatever tendencies you have to know the self. Then you know it. Satsang is a jump start, gives you that boost to know who am I before this body dies. And we never know when this body will die. We only live in this moment. Next moment, we don't know. And this is very true that to know who am I, you need a alive body. You cannot know in a dead body. And you cannot know in dream. You cannot know in deep sleep. Only time you can know is it in waking state. So out of all the time on earth, whatever the waking time is, stay in the awareness mode. When it intensifies, it percolates in your dream and deep sleep because it is unchanging. Changing states are states of mind, waking, dream, and deep sleep. Let's say you're fighting an enemy. How do you fight an enemy? When the enemy is not there. So your enemy comes out in waking. In deep sleep, it goes away. Even in deep sleep, you also go away. You don't even have awareness of that you are in deep sleep. Keep quiet. The word keep quiet is to remind you that we are that silence. So, whatever the noise is, it's all external. Don't identify with that. Keep quiet. When we keep quiet, we become desireless. When you're desireless, then what anxiety, what suffering? We say suffering when something what we desire is not happening, then it is suffering, isn't it? If you're desireless, then what is suffering? When you are desireless and let's say death comes to you, what death will take away? Tell me. You have no desire. Death comes, take away the body. You're not using any sense organs to seek any pleasure. So it will take that away. This whole gadget from you. Even when that gadget was there, whatever was coming and going, I was just accepting it. Few years ago, I was at someone's house, and this was an elderly man sitting on couch, and television was on, and the family members turned on a channel, said, "Is it good?" He said, "Yes." And then they said, "Can we change?" He said, "Yes." And they changed. They said, "It's okay." He said, "Yes." And then someone came, said, "Can I turn off the television?" He said, "Yes." And I was really amazed. This man had only answered yes to everything. Whether the channel is on or TV is on or off, he was always yes to everything. While sometimes people, they're holding and they keep changing. They watch like 30 seconds and then this and this. This shows the mind, you know. If you want to see someone's restless mind, see how many times they keep changing channels. So this man, I believe, was not even watching. He was just there sitting. Whatever was coming and going, he just accepted. When turned off, he accepted. This is the way we should live. Bhagavan used to say disinterested action. Disinterested. Disinterested doesn't mean that disliking. It is equanimity, Sam Bhaav, udasin, whatever it is, it is. While some people's mind is exactly opposite to that. They want this thing. When they get this thing, then they don't want this thing. Then they want other thing. When they get other thing, then they don't want that thing. So whatever this nature gives them, they are never happy. Be in that sambhav. And that only comes when we withdraw energy from all the sense organs. When we are not for any type of indulgence. But remember, we are also not averse to indulgence. This is an important point which very rigid fundamentalist religious people don't understand. They start disliking and hate people who are into some sort of thing. Because sometimes in some profession, something, it might be that. That act has to be done. Disinterested action. That person who looks to you from outside interested, maybe that person is just disinterested. We don't know the full truth of anyone who is whatever they are doing or not doing. Raag Dvesh, both has to go. Attachments and aversion. When we have aversion to bad habits, bad things, that is good. It is only for us, but not for someone who is doing it. You cannot call them bad people or wrongdoings. No. Then you have not understood it. It is only for us, not to judge others. Others are allowed. If you also want to run and do, you're also allowed. But depends what you want to do with your life. We have to be free from both attachment and aversion. So we should never be preachers or a book of rules. Book of rules is for us only, not for anyone else. Because they are not for enlightenment, they are not looking for realization. Let them have some pleasure, isn't it? You are looking for eternal pleasure, and they can't even look for a little pleasure. How mean we are. At least have this much of compassion for others also. Understand this truth. This is very important. Have compassion for everyone. Be in the divine awareness where we love everyone, whatever they are or they are not. Even if they don't like us, even if they hate us, even if they want to kill us, because their substrata is divine, they are beautiful, they are pure. Maybe the form doesn't know. The form is misfiring. It can happen when that form is not in harmony with the substrata. But one day it will be. So pray for them, bless them. Be one with everyone. Spread only love, nothing else. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Arunachal Ramnaya Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.